Sutra. Reflect on how I have toiled for repeated eons and endured acute suffering to take across and free stubborn beings to resist being touched and continue to suffer for their offenses. Those not yet subdued undergo retributions according to their karma. If they fall into the evil destinies and are enduring tremendous suffering, then you should remember the gravity of this entrustment I am now making to you here in the palace of the Trayastrimsha Heaven. 5 ways to liberate all beings in the Saha world, from now until the time when Maitreya comes into the world. Help them escape suffering forever, encounter Buddhas, and receive predictions. Commentary. Reflect on how I have toiled for repeated eons, an unknowable long period of time, and endured acute suffering. You see, Shakyamuni Buddha does not have time to be lazy. This is toil. Suffering means the absence of joy. Toiling and suffering means not being lazy and not seeking happiness. Why? To take a cross and free stubborn beings to resist being touched and continue to suffer for their offenses. Do not think that these stubborn beings who resist lessons do not include us. Actually, you and I are among these stubborn beings. Do you realize how much thought and energy Shakyamuni Buddha has spent to teach and transform us, to liberate us? Yet we ourselves do not know shame and proudly think it is no big deal. Me is okay, it's fine for Shakyamuni Buddha to work a little bit harder. I don't want to learn Buddhism now. I don't want to cultivate. I want to be a little lazy, sleep a little bit more. We reason and argue for ourselves, being our own defense attorney. Those not yet subdued, not yet liberated, undergo retributions according to their karma. When they fall into the evil destinies, which are the hells, the realm of hungry ghosts, and the realm of animals, and are enduring tremendous suffering, then you should remember and think about the gravity of this entrustment I am now earnestly making to you here in the palace of the Trayastrimsha Heaven. 5 ways to liberate all beings in the Saha world, from now until the time when Maitreya comes into the world. Help them escape all suffering forever, encounter Buddhas, and receive predictions of themselves becoming Buddhas. Now, let's talk about Elder Master Yin Kwang. He is a native of Shanxi province in China. After he received the precepts, he went to Potala Mountain for a secluded retreat. His retreat consisted of reading sutras all day. He read the sutras with utmost respect, sitting perfectly upright. He would change into a different set of clothing and shoes for the restroom. After he is done in the restroom and finishes cleaning himself, he puts on his clothes for reading the sutras. Even if the restroom is very clean, he nevertheless changes clothes. He never dresses in the attire worn while reading sutras to the restrooms, and he never wears the restroom clothes into the sutra room. He read the sutras respectfully every day. He lived at the Potala Mountain, Kuan Bodhisattva's way place, for 18 years, reading the sutras every day and never taking one day's break. After reading the sutras for 18 years, he went to Nanjing to lecture on the Amitabha Sutra. Imagine the scene of the Amitabha Sutra lecture. A greatly virtuous and preeminent monk lectures to an empty house. He was pleased that someone was so attentive and asked, "Do you understand what I explained?" He asked in his Shansi accent. This person said, "Oh, Dharma Master, I don't understand." "You don't understand? What are you doing here?" he said. This person said, "I'm waiting for you to finish speaking the sutra so I can put the benches away. I am the bench keeper, not an audience member for the sutra lectures." Ah, the elder Dharma Master was very sad to hear this, and he swore to never lecture on the sutras in Nanjing again. See, no one listened to the sutra lectures except for one person who waited because he was the bench keeper. Later, Sangha's forest lady invited him to speak on the Amitabha Sutra. He went to Shanghai to speak the sutra. This time, the audience was larger instead of non-existent. Since Buddhism was not thriving in Nanjing, no one will know about or attend the sutra lectures without advertisement, even if it was by a greatly virtuous and preeminent monk such as Dharma Master Hsuan Hua. In Shanghai, however, some disciples who took refuge with him advertised their master's sutra lectures. "Come and listen, come and listen." They got all the Buddhists together to listen to the Dharma. There was one 18, 19, or 20-year-old student among them. She was not a Buddhist, but she dreamt one night about someone telling her, "Go to the forest of Leti to listen to sutra lectures. Great strength Bodhisattva is there, propagating the Buddha Dharma, explaining the Amitabha Sutra." The next morning, she read the newspapers and read that Elder Master Hsuan Hua was going to lecture on the Amitabha Sutra at the forest of Leti. How strange! How come I dreamt that it was a great strength Bodhisattva speaking the Amitabha Sutra there? She thought. She went to listen to the sutra lectures, bringing many classmates with her too. She told these students that she dreamt that this Dharma Master was a great strength Bodhisattva. She did not know who great strength Bodhisattva was, so she asked the Buddhists, "What is great strength Bodhisattva?" They asked her why she wanted to know. She explained that she heard someone tell her in a dream that great strength Bodhisattva is at Shanghai's forest of Leti speaking on the Amitabha Sutra. These lay people think, "Oh, this elder master is probably great strength Bodhisattva come again." They told Elder Master Hsuan Hua, a female student had a dream where she was told that you are great strength Bodhisattva and here speaking on the Amitabha Sutra. The elder master said, "Nonsense." He scolded these people and no one dared to say any more. Thereafter, this female student took refuge with the elder master Hsuan Hua. That female student was also told in her dream that great strength Bodhisattva will stay for 3 more years. He will then disappear. Indeed, 3 years later, this great strength Bodhisattva, Elder Master Hsuan Hua, entered Nirvana in 1944. It was only after his Nirvana that people realized that he was a great strength Bodhisattva come again. Elder Master Hsuan Hua enjoyed copying out the text in the Shuragama Sutra's great strength Bodhisattva's perfect penetration through mindfulness of the Buddha chapter the most. Many lay people on the master's calligraphy on this chapter. Elder Dharma Master Hsuan Hua is a contemporary enlightened master with great virtue and preeminence. No one can presume that there will be no arhats 500 years after the Buddha's Nirvana, because here we have someone who was not only unheard but surpasses our hearts. When Elder Master Yin Kwang entered Nirvana, many Shariras appeared after his cremation. Someone who has not attained the fruit of Arhatship or Enlightenment will not leave any Sharira behind. People with Shariras are not ordinary people. Sutra. At that time, all the division bodies of Earthstar Bodhisattva that came from all those worlds merged into a single form. Then he wept and said to the Buddha, "Throughout long years I have been receiving the Buddha's guidance, and from that have developed inconceivable spiritual power and great wisdom. My division bodies fill worlds as many as grains of sand in millions of billions of Ganges River. In each of those worlds, I transform myself into millions of billions of bodies. Each body rescues millions of billions of people, helping them to return respectfully to the Triple Jewel, escape birth and death forever, and reach the bliss of Nirvana. Even if their good deeds within the Buddha Dharma amount to as little as a strand of hair, a drop of water, a grain of sand, a mote of dust, or a tip of a hair, I will gradually take them across, liberate them, and have them gain great benefit. I only hope that the world-honored one will not be worried about beings of the future who have a bad karma." In that way, he addressed the Buddha 3 times. I only hope that the world-honored one will not be worried about beings of the future who have bad karma. At that time, the Buddha praised the Earthstar Bodhisattva and said, "Excellent, excellent. I will help you in this work you so willingly undertake. When the vast vows that you keep making throughout so many years are fulfilled, and all those beings have been saved, then you will be certified as having attained Bodhi." Commentary. At that time, all the division bodies of Earthstar Bodhisattva that came from all those worlds merged into a single form. Earthstar Bodhisattva's numerous division bodies originate from a single body. These multiple bodies merged back into one body, hence the phrase merged into a single form. Multiple bodies are one body, and one body is multiple bodies. One body can become multiple bodies, therefore one body is multiple bodies. Multiple bodies can merge into one body, therefore multiple bodies are one body. In more depth, there are neither multiple bodies nor one body. Earthstar Bodhisattva fundamentally has no body. How can you say there is not a body? He has no mark of self. If he has a body, then there is a mark of self. Because he has no mark of self, many is not many. Although there are many bodies, many are not many. Although he has a one body, one is not one. Therefore, one is many and many are one. Earthstar Bodhisattva divides into immeasurable bodies, and the immeasurable combine into one. Thus, from one body comes immeasurable bodies, and immeasurable bodies can become one body. As such, would you say he has a body? If he has a body, which of his many bodies would you say is Earthstar Bodhisattva? Which body is not Earthstar Bodhisattva? Therefore, we could say everybody is that of Earthstar Bodhisattva and is not Earthstar Bodhisattva. How can you say that they all are Earthstar Bodhisattva? The bodies he manifests are that of Earthstar Bodhisattva. His markless body has no outer trace at all, so they can be said to be not Earthstar Bodhisattva. Furthermore, no matter who it is that wishes to emulate Earthstar Bodhisattva, That person is a division body of Earth Star Bodhisattva and is no different than Earth Star Bodhisattva. Why would you wish to emulate Earth Star Bodhisattva? You admire Earth Star Bodhisattva's actions, his wisdom, and the power of his vows. Why do you admire him? What is the reason? Actually, you know the reasons without my explanation. Although you know the reasons, you do not dare to admit it. Let me tell you now, let me verify that you are a division body of Earth Star Bodhisattva. That's why you admire Earth Star Bodhisattva. Emulate his aspirations and vows. Then you are a division body of Earth Star Bodhisattva. Although only a division body, if you can further cultivate according to Buddha Dharma, completely restore your self-nature to perfection, understand your mind and see your nature, you will enjoy spiritual powers and can return to become one with Earth Star Bodhisattva, merged into a single body, merged into a single form. That is what is meant by returning to the source and origin. After the division bodies of Earth Star Bodhisattva merged into a single form, he sadly wept and said to the Buddha, "Why would Earth Star Bodhisattva be sad?" There are four meanings. 1. He is sad for being in the 6 destinies, for creating karma and not reforming. All devas, humans, asuras, beings in the hells, hungry ghosts, and animals reincarnate in the 6 destinies, creating karma without remorse or repentance. This is the first meaning. So, he said that all beings are obstinate and difficult to teach. Living beings are the most obstinate. Tell them about Buddha Dharma and they refuse to listen. Talk to them about subjects other than the Buddha Dharma. They are very happy. Suppose you mention to someone, "So-and-so is the best, he has an excellent education and character, everything about him is good." This person will not pay much attention listening. If you speak to this person about how bad the other person is, how clever is his ways of trickery, and how no one knows his bad deeds, though he committed them. Say things like this and people will pay attention to how to be mean. They pay no heed to ways to be good, such as study the Buddha Dharma well. They would not want to learn. If you say, "Take this drug and you will experience some amazing discoveries," they would take the hallucinogen and become dazed and confused as if they were drifting to the land of ultimate bliss. Recreational drugs are most awful, but they would take it once, then once more, until they take it numerous times. Everything changes for him when he takes drugs. He feels bigger than the universe. Afterwards, though, he experiences fatigue and problems such as headaches and aches in his body. Some do not want to work at all, lying there like a dead person. He still does not wake up though, and wonders, "Why am I like this?" He thinks if he will just take a bit more drugs, he will become enlightened. This route was too weak. He thinks the drug is not powerful enough. If I take more, I will probably become enlightened immediately next time, succeed instantaneously. Is this not the utmost stupidity? You tell them to study the Buddha Dharma. They refuse and secretly break the law and take this kind of stuff. Obstinate beings willingly and happily commit this kind of act. Difficult to teach. You teach him to study Buddhism, he is not happy. You make up some fraudulent tricks, he digs right in despite the harm he brings himself. You see, this is the human mind. Thus, the second kind of sadness that grows out of compassion for obstinate beings who are difficult to teach, being too obstinate. 3. What is the earth-store Bodhisattva's third kind of sadness? It is due to the setting sun of the Tathagata's wisdom. The Buddha is equivalent to a sun. He will enter Nirvana soon. Therefore, earth-store Bodhisattva is said that the sun of wisdom is setting. 4. What is the fourth kind of sadness? It is due to major issues that Shakyamuni Buddha entrusted earth-store Bodhisattva within the palace of the Trayastrimsha Heavens. Earth-store Bodhisattva will teach and transform all beings until Maitreya comes to the world, delivering them to the shore of Buddhahood and receive predictions of Buddhahood for the future. This is a very important responsibility. Shakyamuni Buddha gave such an important duty to earth-store Bodhisattva, so this is the fourth kind of sadness. The division bodies of earth-store Bodhisattva merged into a single form. He sadly wept and said to the Buddha, "Throughout the long years till now, I have been receiving the Buddha's guidance and from that have developed inconceivable spiritual power, impossible to fathom and impossible to discuss, and great completed, perfected wisdom." Spiritual means magnificent beyond gauge. You have no way to know this kind of power which is magnificent beyond gauge. To rescue beings requires spiritual power, but if you only have spiritual powers and no wisdom, it does not work either. You must be replete with great wisdom to command such spiritual powers. At the same time, such spiritual powers enhance your wisdom. You may rescue beings only if your wisdom and spiritual powers cooperate. My division bodies feel appearing everywhere, in walls as many as the grains of sand, in millions of billions of Ganges River. In each of those walls, I, earth-store Bodhisattva, transform myself into millions of billions of bodies, incalculable and immeasurable. Each body rescues millions of billions of people, helping them to return respectfully to the Triple Jewel. Why pay respects to the Triple Jewel? Because all beings, before taking refuge with the Triple Jewel, are on the outside. Outside of what? Outside of the Buddha Dharma. After taking refuge with the Triple Jewel, they desert the deviant and return to the proper and abandon darkness and enter into light. Therefore, you must return respectfully to the Triple Jewel and take refuge with the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, escape birth and death forever, and reach the bliss of Nirvana, which is a happiness with the four qualities: permanence, joy, true self, and purity. Even if their good deeds within the Buddha Dharma amount to as little as a strand of hair, a drop of water, a grain of sand, a mote of dust, which are the lightest, tiniest, smallest, and the most minute unit of good. During the Shuragama Sutra lectures, I spoke of the mote of dust bordering upon emptiness. It is a mote of dust we can see divided into 7, which becomes the mote of dust bordering upon emptiness. It is the smallest unit, and let us say this, or the tip of a hair is as much good living beings do. This hair is not like a hair from your head. It is the tiny hair on your body, the thinnest, though the hair on your head is already very light and tiny. All living beings, although committing only so little good, plan good rules by doing so. I will gradually take them across from suffering to happiness, liberate them, and help them gain great benefit. What is a great benefit? Is it making a big fortune, earning a large profit? Making a big fortune is not great benefit. Then, is it holding a high office? That is no benefit either. It is getting you to become a Buddha. You see, is this a great benefit? who will make you sure you become a Buddha? Earth-star Bodhisattva. Earth-star Bodhisattva will use his great spiritual powers, great wisdom, and various inconceivable wonderful Dharma to make it impossible for you to refuse. Like the saying, one wants to stop but cannot. You want to stop and say, I will not study Buddhism anymore, but you have no way to stop. This is the marvelous part. Who can make you this way? It is our great advisor, great Vows, Earth-star Bodhisattva. He has this wonderful utility, so this is called great benefit. I, Earth-star Bodhisattva, only hope that the world honored one will not be worried about beings of the future who have bad karma. Why does he say do not worry? He means I will take the responsibility and trust me with this responsibility. Buddha, do not be concerned because I will not become a Buddha until all beings become Buddhas. Unless the hells are emptied, I will not become a Buddha. Only when all beings are saved will I attain Bodhi. Therefore, I asked the world honored one not to worry. Let me, Earth-star, shoulder this responsibility. In that way, he addressed the Buddha 3 times. He said it once, twice, and 3 times. This shows the gravity of the matter. Taking this seriously, this is similar to reading the Constitution 3 times to pass it. Read it once, any objections? Read it twice, do you agree? If no one says anything, then read it thrice and it passes. So, did what Earth-star Bodhisattva say pass? It is not the same. Repeating his hope 3 times is Earth-star Bodhisattva's way of communicating his earnestness. Saying it only once may make him appear irresponsible. Saying it twice may mean he is not sincere enough. Therefore, 3 times he said to the Buddha, I only hope that the world honored one will not be worried about beings of the future who have bad karma. I, Earth-star, take full responsibility for them. I will definitely deliver beings who have bad karma to the other shore so they become Buddhas. At this point of the lecture, should we not be happy? Although we have created so much karma, we still have an opportunity to become Buddhas. Why? A few days ago, I told you I wanted to buy insurance for someone. Now, someone is buying insurance for us. Who bought insurance for us? Earth-star Bodhisattva. He guaranteed in advance that we, living beings who created bad karma, will all become Buddhas. This is equivalent to buying insurance for us. Those of us who hear the Earth-star Bodhisattva, the Earth-star Sutra now, need not be worried or unhappy because we all have the opportunity to become Buddhas. Why? Earth-star Bodhisattva is our underwriter who long ago guaranteed that we, living beings with bad karma, can become Buddhas. He takes a full responsibility for this to happen because until we become Buddhas, Earth-star Bodhisattva will not attain Bodhi. We ought to be elated. I am so happy about this sutra passage that we have lectured on today. I wrote an English song for you to sing. The song is called I am very lucky to meet a good knowing one. Who is the good knowing one? It is the Earth-star Bodhisattva. Meeting Earth-star Bodhisattva means that we have a guarantor who guarantees in advance that we will become Buddhas. How do we know? Just read what he repeated 3 times to the Buddha. I only hope that the world honored one will not be worried about beings of the future who have bad karma. We know Earth-star Bodhisattva's grace and virtue are as high as the heaven and as thick as the earth. His kindness is as profound and lofty as the saying, looking up and yet it is higher, drilling in and yet it is even more firm. Earth-star Bodhisattva's state is inconceivable. At that time, the Buddha was very happy to hear a star Bodhisattva guaranteeing that all beings will quickly become Buddhas. So he praised and said, "Excellent, excellent." A star Bodhisattva addressed the Buddha 3 times. The Buddha praised him with excellent twice. The Buddha values him and regards him highly. A star Bodhisattva is truly a great Bodhisattva. I will help you in this work you so willingly undertake, that you so enjoy. I will help you fulfill the vast vows that you keep making throughout so many eons. This vast vow is represented by the 4 vast vows. Living beings are numberless, I vow to deliver them. Afflictions are endless, I vow to cut them off. Dharma doors are countless, I vow to study them all. The Buddha's way is unsurpassed, I vow to realize it. Now, every day, every one of us should ask ourselves, living beings are numberless, I vow to deliver them. Did I convert people, or did people convert me? Reflect like this. Did I deliver living beings to the shore of perfection? Did I believe in Buddhism then convert to Catholicism? After I started believing in Buddhism, someone said Jesus was the greatest for being nailed on the cross. So I started believing in Jesus again. Do situations like this occur? If so, you are being converted by others instead of converting others. Living beings are numberless, I vow to deliver them. Did you do it? How about afflictions are endless, I vow to cut them off. Dharma doors are countless, I vow to study them all. The Buddha's way is unsurpassed, I vow to realize it. We should inquire within every day. Afflictions are endless, I vow to cut them off. Are my afflictions eliminated? Do I get mad when someone is slightly rude to me? Do I become extremely ignorant? Do situations like this occur? If so, I have not ended them. Therefore, I am not completely in control. I must test myself when opportunities arise. Afflictions are endless, I vow to cut them off. Your understanding of the Buddha Dharma is only superficial if you have not ended your afflictions. When you have found the acquired the Buddha Dharma and entered the sea of the Buddha Dharma. Dharma doors are countless, I vow to study them all. The number of paths to the Buddha Dharma is infinite. 84,000 is still a general number, for how can the paths to the Buddha Dharma be limited to only 84,000? They are immeasurable and limitless Dharma doors. That's why we say, Dharma doors are countless, I vow to study them all. It is not enough that I know the Shuragama Mantra by heart. The Buddhist canon is like a great ocean. We do not understand the Buddha Dharma from studying a bead, a drop, a hair, a mote of dust, a grain of sand, and some such a small amount. Really dig into the Buddha Dharma. Drink the water from the ocean of the Buddha Dharma. If you drink this great ocean dry in one gulp, you understand the Buddha Dharma. If you cannot dry the ocean waters in one gulp, you need to study some more. The Buddha's way is unsurpassed. I vow to realize it. You don't need any proof to know that we are not Buddhas yet. If we were Buddhas, we would not experience any of our current problems, or they would be all resolved. We should not pretend to be Buddhas when we are not. Some claim, for example, oh, not only am I a Buddha, you are also a Buddha. Everyone is a Buddha. What Buddha are you? An afflicted Buddha? A greedy Buddha? A hateful Buddha? A deluded Buddha? Which Buddha? People who make such claims are shameless. Do not follow these seeming individuals to proclaim they are Buddhas when they are not. Who proclaim that they are enlightened when they are not. Do not imitate these arrogant people who think they have some superior Dharma. So, Bodhisattva, you made these 4 vast vows and all those beings have been saved. Then you will be certified as having attained Bodhi. When will this happen? Never, or until the end of future. A star Bodhisattva would never certify to Bodhi. You do not need to worry. A star Bodhisattva attained Bodhi many ages ago. If he did not attain Bodhi, he would not have such great spiritual powers and such enormous wisdom. This is an inconceivable state. Therefore, do not worry that a star Bodhisattva did not certify to Bodhi. He did so long ago. Now he is waiting for you to attain Bodhi, for me to attain Bodhi, and for him to attain Bodhi. He is waiting for you, for me, and for him. What is Bodhi? Why do we want to attain it? What good is it to attain it? Bodhi is Sanskrit for awakening. What is awakening? Awakening means not muddled. That's right. Just now, this person said no more ignorance. Correct. Quickly cut off your ignorance. Shatter your ignorance so that you reach Bodhi.